Environment Canada Meteorologist Dave Phillips joins us live with more on this extreme weather. Long time no speak, Dave. We were talking just a couple days ago about this extreme cold that's not only going to grip Toronto, but pretty much of the U.S. East Coast. Let's talk about exactly how cold it's going to get and some of the dangers that are associated with this extreme weather.
Well, Jamie, you're right. I mean, it is, if misery enjoys company, well, almost all of Canada. I mean, the only two jurisdictions in Canada, British Columbia and the Yukon, don't have weather warnings out today. And believe it or not, Toronto doesn't have a weather warning yet, but don't hold your breath. We're going to get temperatures, wind chill values below minus 30 tonight, and that will prompt a cold warning. And then, of course, with this potential snowstorm on Sunday, we'll probably have snow warnings. So, hey, it'll be a busy weekend, but not in a good way from weather. It'll be just too cold and too snowy for most people. Right now, we're seeing really this is unprecedented in the sense that for this winter, we've had January thaws, as we've talked about, 10-day bouts that seemed like spring had arrived. We had the warmest fall on record, and yet we've had these nasty bouts of cold weather too. I mean, the coldest afternoon we've had in Toronto is and typically the afternoon would be about -2. Well, we got -9 there in the early part of January. Today, -12. So that's 10 degrees colder than normal. But tonight, Jamie, I mean, we could see temperatures that are going to fall to -22. And as you say, we haven't seen this kind of temperature in years. And then you add, that's the honest temperature, add to the wind. And we, as I say, we could see wind chills that's certainly in the -30, which would prompt the cold warning. Already we have, Jamie, a year's worth of snow has fallen already, and we're only at the halfway point.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing a lot more shoveling, and this Sunday, with that generational storm that they're talking about in the States, you know, Jamie, the storm hasn't formed yet, but it's in the models, and it's suggesting that we could certainly get in the Toronto area, we could get 10 to 20 centimeters of snow before Sunday and into Monday. But we'll have to wait and see. But that's certainly another threat on the horizon.
This winter weather has packed quite a punch so far, and generally February is the coldest month of the year, but we're getting just hammered by these extreme cold temperatures. And I'm curious, what do the long-term forecast models look for February? I know you said that we're expecting maybe a bit of a warm-up in the first week or so of February, but what do the long-term models indicate?
Well, Jamie, I'm a good news guy. I want to bring you good news, and you asked the wrong question. I mean, I don't have any good news to tell you there.
Great.
For example, this particular cold, the extreme cold, I think the other nasty thing about it is the duration. I mean, it began about 5 days ago where we had temperatures all freeze days, and now we're going to go for maybe the next 2 weeks. We see, February, it looks like a little warm up, but I looked at the models this morning right off of the computer. I have it right here in front of me, and it is saying for the Toronto area, February, expect colder than normal. Now, it won't be every day. We'll get some thawing maybe, but what we're seeing this weekend is not going away. And at the next bout of warm weather we get, well, it'll be the false spring, because we could still see some cold air at the end of February and into March. So, hey, it's been a tough winter, one of the longest and most interesting ones, but boy, a lot to deal with heavy amounts of snow and brutal cold and wind chill. Boy, it just shows you how, well, we are the second coldest country in the world and the snowiest, Jamie, so this is our reputation and nothing unusual.
Well, I think like many people watching the show, I will be hibernating this weekend and trying to avoid any kind of exposure of my skin to this cold. It's minus 30.
We can't migrate, so we hibernate is probably, hiding under the bed is maybe extreme, but I think staying indoors is a good remedy.
We appreciate the updates. As always, Dave Phillips,
Okay.
Environment Canada. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie.